All right. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. I so apologize for our technical difficulties this evening. But as we've learned, hey, welcome to live TV. This is what happens. So, without taking anything away from our spotlight and beauty consultant and expert, I am going to turn it over back to Miss Lika. Miss Lika, you don't mind if I play your intro again, do you? Just to have a smooth transition. All right, so I'm going to do that. And then next up will be Miss Lika the Diva with the Spotlight on Beauty.
Oh, hey. Hi, everybody. Okay, we're back. So I'm going to jump right back in to where we left off, but I'll just get you caught up in case you missed it. So we are doing a spotlight on dark under eye circles. Okay, so let's first talk about some of the causes. So we talked about allergies, asthma, and eczema, anything that kind of makes you rub your eyes and perhaps break the blood vessels under the thin layer of skin under your eyes. That is one cause. Sometimes medications that cause blood vessels to dilate that causes your blood vessels to dilate might create dark circles under your eyes. If you are anemic and or have an iron or vitamin B12 deficiency, that could also be a cause. If you are pregnant or it is that time of the month, again, due to lack of iron, you may find that you see dark circles appear. Okay, this is the big one. Straight up fatigue, just lack of sleep. That is always a possibility of a cause. And sometimes it's just simply your age. Sun exposure is also another cause because when you're exposed to sun, your body creates more melanin, and maybe it just creates more melanin right there. So those are some of the causes. The other thing that is not listed here that I would also like to contribute to the cause column is lack of hydration. So sometimes it's just making sure that your body is hydrated. So making sure that you are drinking your proper amount of water every day. And sometimes it's simply just having the right moisturizer or eye cream. Typically, you would look at an eye cream as a treatment. You would look at an eye cream that is specifically formulated for around the eyes. Now, it is a moisturizer, very similar to the moisturizer that you would use on any other part of your face. But typically, eye creams are more highly concentrated. So you'll use very little product, but it will, it's formulated to address dark circles under the eyes and that delicate eye area. So eye creams typically are one of the main treatments, and typically eye creams with alpha hydroxy acids. So you might want to look for that when you are looking at eye creams. And then again, remember, we've talked about this before. Any skincare regimen, any skincare issues that you'd like to address, the earlier you address them, the better. So if you are in your 20s, even if you don't have dark circles yet, you may still want to start using an eye cream to keep your eye area hydrated so that you can kind of stave off the dark circles for longer. Because remember, age is one of the potential causes. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of information about dark circles. And then how to treat it. So drinking enough water, getting enough sleep. If you are anemic, making sure that your iron and vitamin B12 levels are correct for your body, right? Eye creams with alpha hydroxy acids. And last but not least, caffeine. So if you've ever heard of or used an eye cream or a concealer, perhaps with caffeine in it, it just kind of helps to plump up the skin around your eyes and helps the dark circles appear less. So those are really the biggest causes and treatments for dark under eye circles. So again, you can find me on Instagram at Makeup by Ms. Lika. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a direct message. I would love to be officially your favorite skincare and beauty consultant. So thank you so much. That's my spotlight on beauty today. I'm going to send it right on back to the girls because we're getting ready for girl talk. Let's go.
Oh yes, it's time for girl talk with Dawn B, Latanya, Eudania, and yours truly, your laid back, down to earth life coach. All right, ladies, it's time to decide. Would you like a question, a scenario, or a personal truth? Think about it, but whatever you choose, just don't forget the wine. All right, now, it's time to get this conversation started. Hey, welcome, ladies. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, great.
It's been an interesting evening. It's been an interesting couple of days. So, of course, we have Girl Talk. So we have a list of relationship questions, scenarios, and personal truths. But before we get into that, um, I know I mentioned it at the top of the show about last night's Academy Awards. And does anybody remember who won anything?
Yeah, Will did. He had one for
What is this for, Latanya?
I think he won for King Richard or something. He brought the character out live at the Oscars as well.
Yeah. So look, I know that you guys have probably seen it, and I know that you guys have probably talked about it, but I spend my days with children. So I need to have this grown-up conversation. So first I'm gonna play this quick video. It's like about a minute, and then we could get our conversation started. All right, hold on.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Unmute yourself, Aisha.
That's important. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it was difficult to watch the first time and this time, except for this time I knew it was coming. So it was kind of anticipatory.
Wait, you only watched that video twice?
Yeah.
Sorry.
When I told you I spend my days with children. Like I couldn't play this in the classroom. Like, hey guys, watch this.
You could have. Wait, these kids.
Not if I want to keep my job. What'd you say?
I said, keep my wife's name out your
It was so extra and ridiculous. I
Did anybody actually watch it? Like, did you watch the Oscars last night?
I watched the Oscar today.
But I mean, last night you weren't watching the Oscars
No, I wasn't home.
when it happened. Okay.
Still
Nobody
would've
on
made a
the.
difference.
Well, this is the thing.
Right.
Like, none of us watched the Oscars. However, we've all seen that clip. What did I say?
Well, I knew I would be out, so I knew I was watching it today anyway. I just saw the clip before the Oscars came on, and it was so much disrespectful things said. If you want to go that route about disrespect, it was so much said through the whole show. In fact, Regina Hall invited Jada Pinkett's husband on stage as a single man and said it don't matter.
Wait. What?
Yeah, she did.
All the single men that she was like, oh, I'm single. And she was like doing this whole skit about, oh, we need to COVID test certain people. But the guys she named were single men. And then she was like, she got to Penelope Cruz's husband. She was like, oh, no, Matt, you still married to Penelope. However, Will Smith, your name is on this list. And Jada would approve. Get on up here.
Yeah. I didn't see it. Wow.
And Will was like,
well, did you also know that Will's ex-wife was also with them at the Oscars last night?
But isn't she like always with them?
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
They seem like
because I know they used to not be cool.
Yeah, in the very beginning. But then they got.
I think they squashed that though, like the very first Red Table Talk. Like
they did.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know they had like
her. Thank you for loving my son. Thank you for being. You know, I didn't understand back then, but I appreciate what you've done. So I mean, that was like the first season of Red Table Talk. I don't know if it was the very first episode, because I didn't realize it had been on for so many years, but I haven't watched it in years. Probably not since the entanglement situation.
Oh, that was last year. Yeah.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Boo for Will Smith. I think it was very, very out of pocket for him to jump on stage and smack that black man on a platform where black people not even invited. In fact, you boycotted the damn Oscars last year, and now you up here acting a fool, a complete fool. And this black man, for a second time, just produced the Oscars. And you turn it into a...
Oh, it was the second time? I did know it was that a black person produced it last night, but I didn't know it was the second time.
Second time a black man did it, but it was the first time for this guy, Will Packer.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Oh, Will Packer directed this one or produced this one? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'm so over it. And I mean, Will Smith or Chris made a joke. I am coming from a side of, as a comedian, as an entertainer, and I never think it's okay for you to jump up and smack anybody in the face unless you are protecting yourself physically. Right. Those people, those two men are friends. Those two men are at the top of their game in both of their professions.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was emotional, and I think it was immature. I think it lacked tact. However, I really feel like, now I've heard so many different perspectives on it, but from watching the clip, to me, it looked like Will Smith initially laughed at the joke.
Oh, he definitely laughed.
And then he saw Jada's response. And I think it came from her response. And I honestly think, I mean, he probably wasn't happy about it, I'm sure. But I think that whole big display had more to do with what he knew he was going to have to deal with when he got home than it had to do with actual.
You embarrassed the whole black community because your wife, who is a beautiful bald, a G.I. Jane joke. G.I. Jane is a badass woman.
She didn't like it though.
But it was a terrible movie.
And he laughed.
She was a shame woman.
Because the joke was funny. Let's be clear. The joke was funny. It was
wrong for jumping on stage, smacking that man.
He was definitely wrong.
I do agree with that. I'm just disappointed in Will Smith because I had higher hopes for him and his emotional management. My sister, so the conversation at my house My sister was like, Jada has broken him. She has broken him all the way down. He has been like, he loves her. He loves her. And she has broken him all the way down. She has embarrassed him. She has disrespected him privately and publicly. Like, and they've been dealing with this for years.
And so you don't like something.
I get it. That was really a breaking point, and I'm just sad that he was unable to control his own emotions in the moment. I don't disagree that it was wrong. I'm just sad that he couldn't control it.
Yeah, so that's been coming from someone who's like, I think it's very important for adults to control their emotions in whatever setting, especially when you're going to react in a way that you'll regret later. I think you always have to keep that in mind. Personally, I just think that I think that Chris, he got it for everybody. Like, he took one for the team last night. Will smacked him for all the memes, the jokes, all of that. Like, and what we fail to realize is that, I mean, it's funny. A lot of the stuff is funny to us, but it's still somebody at the back end of these jokes. Because, like, right now, you know how they say the internet is undefeated. The internet is undefeated today, even today.
But the thing is, though, with this whole situation, like you said, it's not just two grown men, but two grown Black men. And I feel like they have it hard enough as it is without a display like this. And I think that with them being grown men, regardless of how emotional it was, it took time to get up out of his seat, walk all the way over there, hit him, and calmly walk all the way back, and then sit down and still yell a few times. Like, that, it just, I don't know. People are saying emotional. It just seemed calculated for me.
No, the outburst was like,
he could have just said that.
Was calm. The outburst was like, the outburst is strictly like no self-control. Like, you smack the man, you calmly sat back down, and then you scream. Like, so you, number one, you're being disruptive to like this whole production. What he's done is basically taken away from everything that everybody worked for. From the production of the Oscars, from people getting their awards, how much people go through and how much money they spend on their outfits. Like, he took all of that away from everyone because he could not control his emotions.
Right.
I think that was just.
And there were 3 milestone events, I think, that happened last night. One, and particularly Black milestones. Number 1, Will Smith winning Best Actor, winning for Best Actor. So he had detracted from his own accolades. Number 1. Right. Number 2, the 3rd female director ever named Best Director, and the first Black queer woman won for Best Supporting Actress for West Side Story. All Black people.
And Questlove. Don't forget about Questlove.
But I don't think he was like a first of anything. But yes, Questlove definitely.
What did he win for?
I haven't seen Summer of Soul, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh, okay. I haven't either.
Yeah, that was Best Documentary, was Summer of Soul.
Okay, cool. So for those of you who don't know, Chris Rock, at least at this time, has decided not to press charges, which he fully has the right to do, which I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I don't know what the statute of limitations is on that.
He already apologized. He said he was wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah,
well, he was. I mean, he was wrong, but at the same time, he's a comedian. I don't know. I've just heard so many distasteful jokes that I just thought that response was over the top. But anyway, okay.
I'm not going for it.
We're done with this. Can
you sit in the front of they've been doing this at the Oscars forever. This is what they do. And you jump up because you don't like a joke and smack a man in his mouth. Now.
Yeah, I think it was distasteful. considering the fact that, you know, all of that, but it could have just been handled differently. And that's, for me, that's the bottom line. It could have been handled differently. All right. So are we ready, ladies, to talk about relationships and answer people's questions,
Yes.
scenarios?
Bring it on.
You okay over there, Dawn?
No, Dawn is heated. Because Dawn, if she's up there doing
and
her
somebody
thing,
come smack her in the face,
she gonna be like,
like you just messed up the whole thing for all of us, huh?
Will, I mean, I've had people jump on stage. Like it's disturbing, and it's like, why are you here? It's a comedy show. Do you feel like a grown, big, amazing man or woman because you beat up the comedian, somebody that's here making other people laugh and enjoying life and helping you feel better in life? So now you jump up and beat my ass? Oh no, it doesn't sit well. It doesn't sit well with me. Taking it personal.
I get it.
They both apologize, so get on. My bad.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But I did heckle Will all day long.
Did you? I missed all of it.
I tagged him in all my posts.
Oh no.
Be careful.
Don't let
For somebody who's not ever on social media, I need to go check this out. All
Don't
right.
let him go up at one of your shows. You know, now we know what he's capable of. I don't, Dawn. I don't want you to be on the news because Will Smith got his feelings.
Maybe he'll slap a career into my life. Then slap me a deal.
Well, look. Okay. One last thing. Somebody did comment on my post that all future roasts of Will Smith have been canceled. That's it. Nobody wants to deal with that. Okay. Miss Leeka the Diva, you are next to me, so you are up first. Would you like a question, a scenario, or a personal truth?
Let's do a question.
Sounds good to me. You ladies ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, sit down. If your guy actually proposed to someone else before he proposed to you, but she turned him down, so he asked you, would you want to know about it?
Ooh, okay. So before I answer this question, I know that this question came from Love is Blind because it happened on the show, second season. And I feel some kind of way. Yes. And I feel some kind of way about it. So if that were the scenario, I would not want to know about it. Don't ever speak of it. Don't ever tell me. No, don't let me know, because the feeling I had watching Love is Blind and the couple that it happened to, I was like, so you just gonna bounce from this one to this one because she said no and you were feeling them both and like you couldn't make up your mind? You needed to make up your mind, sir, before you started asking just any old body. I mean, I think the one he ended up asking was a good one. And I haven't finished the season. But I wouldn't want to know with certainty that I was somebody's second choice, because that's always a possibility, sure, but I wouldn't want to know about it.
Now, okay, cool. And you know what? I agree with that. I don't think that I would want to know. But the thing is, doesn't what's done in the dark always come to light? I feel like at some point, if you didn't find out right away, aren't you going to find out? Like, I mean, will it matter if you've been married happily for 20 years and you find out that you were the second choice? Like, you know, I mean, I know I'm throwing another question in there. That wasn't the question on the table, but I just wonder.
I mean, 20 years later, look, sir, you made your choice and I said yes, and now you stuck with me. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay.
So, I mean, if it were that far away, maybe I would be fine learning that information. I'd be like, sir, you knew that wasn't going to work out anyway, because here you are with me. But if I found out like right after he proposed to me or right after we got married or like relatively to when it happened, I would marry.
Wait, I'm trying to figure this out. He proposed to somebody the same day he proposed to me, or no, like in life?
Well, probably relatively close. And she was like, no, thank you. And he was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go to my second
choice. Maybe she was just like, no, you're not for me. Because some people are for some people. I've been proposed to, and I'm like, I wasn't going to marry you. Why would you even? No. But that's just like getting with somebody and they were married before. Like you weren't my first choice as a husband, like or a wife. I don't have a problem with it unless we were both dating and I lost the race, but then she denied you, and then you came back over to me. Like,
I think
Right.
that's the scenario.
Yeah,
more
if that's
so
the
than-
case, I would. Yeah.
then I'm gonna be like, you know what? Don't get Will Smith out his.
Oh no, we turned him into a verb.
Which one
I
is
did
it?
that last night when I saw it. I was like, oh man, he did a Kanye.
Put his hands on anybody.
Yeah, Kanye.
That's very true. That's very, yeah, he went beyond. Yeah, so I think that's a problem, right? So you're dating two people and you're like, okay, yeah, let me ask you. And she says no. I'm like, okay, So what about you? I mean, like, is it that you just want to be married, or did you really want that person, or what is happening here?
I don't know. I remember one time I was dating this guy, and I found out a few years later that we stopped dating because he picked the other chick.
That's a good reason to stop, though, don't you think?
Huh?
That's a good reason to stop.
I mean, I said, damn, I didn't know I was in a race because I would have won.
Oh.
Like
you weren't trying to race, huh?
Would I have?
You didn't put your best foot forward, and she did.
Right. See? So I mean, I didn't even feel. I think I was mad for a second because he called me to see where he could take her in Chicago. I'm like, you.
Oh,
that's rude. That's just rude. He called you to find out where he could take his
her.
first choice.
I could tell you where you could take her.
Yeah.
This spot on 60-something Drive.
Oh no. Okay, let's move on.
Oh, block.
It's getting violent. I don't want to turn to violence. Okay. All right. Oh, Latanya. So everybody said what they wanted to say. I really don't even know what the answers were. Well, Mika's was very clear. She's like, no, I don't want to know. Did you guys want to know? Would you want to know, Latanya?
I want to know if it's soon. Like if like you were dating if he was dating two people, like I want to know how close it was. And I don't like surprises, so I would probably want to know. Give me the option to say yes or no, or let me know what I'm getting myself into.
Got it. All right. And Dawn said you would want to know.
You said yeah.
It don't bother you. Yeah. Okay.
I want to know. In case she's
right. Give me an option. Give me the option to say yes or no. Don't have me blindly getting ready to marry you and you are real life low key and still have feelings for someone else. So
and then y'all think y'all cool, and then you invite her to the wedding, but I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't like not knowing.
I like to know. I'm too nosy for that.
I think that will also affect my choice too. Like, I'm second choice. Yeah, no, then maybe this ain't it. This ain't what it is. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, Latanya, it's your turn.
My next husband will be second.
I'll take a question as well.
All right. Let's talk about mama's boys. What kind of boundaries would you set? How much is too much? How close is too close? Have you ever dated a mama's boy?
I've not, but I know people who have, and that's really a tough one. At the end of the day, it's like the man needs to know and understand, like when he is in a relationship trying to move forward to be married or whatever. It's like, I mean, I love a man that respects his mom, that spends time with his mom and things like that, but you just got to know the boundaries with things. Like, if your mom has the say so over what we do, then like that's too much. I could not be bothered with anything like that. If when you say how much is too much, like if the mom has access, if we live together and the mom has access to just come over and do whatever she wants, and he never puts her, or I won't say put her in a place, but tell her like, Mom, this is my house.
Right.
We have boundaries. So another thing I don't necessarily like with mama's boys is when the mom is single and she expects for her son to still do everything for her and he has his own family. It's just like it's one thing to have a man to respect his mom and love the relationship that he has with his mom, but I think it's a whole nother thing when the mom has too many expectations of the son. So
right, meeting her needs, her own needs.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you. Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
she don't even have to be single. I've seen it. Married woman.
It's so crazy because I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't recall. I know for sure I've never dated what I would consider a mama's boy. Now, I have dated guys that were close to their mom, but their relationship, in my opinion, didn't cross boundaries, and we were just dating. But I did appreciate that they were close to their mom. Their mom, they respected their mother and they did things for their mom, but I didn't see like anywhere where it would have been a problem. Now, my only experience with the mama's boy, to my knowledge, is that movie that Tyler Perry, I think it's a Tyler Perry movie. No, it's not a Tyler Perry movie. It's the movie where the Steve Harvey book, Think Like a Man, where isn't there a mama's boy in there? Yeah, because that was kind of weird, right? Wasn't she like on the Valentine's Day date or something like that? And I was like, what happened? Like that just is weird.
That was extreme.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a movie, but I'm saying I've never experienced that. But I think you just have to know what you expect in a relationship from your partner, and if that crosses boundaries, then it's a problem. But whoever it is, mama, daddy, sister, brother, whoever. Yeah. Agreed. It's okay to be close.
One of the viewers said the title "Mama's Boy" kind of goes away once you're married. If we get biblical,
how so?
People don't really get biblical. They get biblical during their vows, and then I mean it really depends.
Except people don't get biblical. What? Yeah, I don't even know how to respond to that. The title goes away. I think it should. It should go away. Yeah. But if they haven't set those boundaries, it could definitely be a problem in a marriage. Definitely. Yeah. Agreed. Dawn, anything? No? Okay. All right. Well, it's your turn to choose.
Oh, you're muted, Dawn.
Don't have anything. Okay. I'm just praying that my boys are not mama's boys. That way they're my boys. They look out for their mama, but
yeah, and that's as they should. They should look out for you. They should protect you. But when it comes time to be a husband or fiance or whatever, there just has to be some respect.
I mean, I want it's in my opinion, I need for you to have I need to see the respect you have for your mom so that I know what kind of man you are. But don't let her come and decorate my damn bathroom before I get there. Like,
right, boundaries.
We just moved in and you let her put them old ass woman towels in my bathroom? Like, that's not rush up. Don't let her do that. That's too much. But I need I appreciate a good relationship with mom.
Agreed. Yeah. I almost think it's essential. I mean, like if they don't have a good relationship with their mom, what is the relationship going to be with you down the line? Because that's a position. It's a title. It's not just the person, themselves. It is a position. You know what I mean? They respect that mother, hopefully. So hopefully when you become the mother, they respect you as a mother. There is nothing wrong with being a mama's boy.
Yeah,
I disagree.
I disagree. I can't say I can get with that. Sorry, Miss.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got to
in the
She said there's too many restrictions placed on Black men. When a young man has a great relationship with his mother, he is labeled a mom. How you say her name? Talia?
Talia. So we're not talking about good relationships with moms. We're talking about relationships that are crossing boundaries and being disrespectful of the woman. So there's a time and a place for everything.
Like you don't know who to pick.
Exactly. Like you got to choose between your mama and your wife. That should never happen.
Right.
Not the
Oh, which way? Okay. I'll take a personal truth.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Funny. Have you ever been in a deep conversation with your husband and slipped up and said, girl,
all the time? I do that with my friends, like my male friend. I'm like, girl, you okay? And they be like, I ain't no girl. Two of my boys just be like, they just keep talking.
They're used to you now.
Yes. And
That's
sometimes
so
they do it to me like, girl, like, because I say it so much. But yeah, it don't even have to be a deep conversation. When I had a husband, he used to be like, I'm like, girl, did you? And especially if he wanted to hear what I was going to say. Like, he'd be like, let me get some tea. He used to love when I started the conversation with girl. See, we used to have fun times. We did used to laugh sometimes.
Yeah, that reminds me of Mr. Israel, honestly. Like he's funny. I mean, he does stuff like that just to be funny. So there have been times where I accidentally slipped up and I'm like, oh, I mean, honey, or he just look at me like, whatever. Like, just keep on talking.
Right. I knew what you meant.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I've definitely done it before. Like, then girl, I mean, you know what I mean.
Exactly. That's so funny. Okay. All right, cool. Did you say anything, Lika? You say yeah or no?
Well, I tend to not speak up on the husband things because I've never had one of them. So
okay, cool. All right, so it's my turn.
Friend.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, so we did 2 questions and a personal truth. So I am going to, you guys threw the scenario at me today, huh? Usually by now, I may or may not need to take a scenario. Okay, I'm going to take a scenario. Hold on. Let's see. All right, my husband just left for deployment and his baby mama decided she wanted to file for an increase in child support. Months ago, they agreed upon a number, but now she claims she's struggling. Right before he left, she was bragging to my husband about eloping with one of his friends from back in the day. How in the world can she be talking about getting married but claim to be struggling? She had a good job making good money, but she quit to go to school full time. Her whole family is here. She doesn't like me. She cried when we got married. She's been trying really hard to get my husband back. It's been weird. On several occasions, she's even accused me and my husband of beating her child. My husband is deployed. What can we do?
Whew.
So, first of all, she needs to wait till the husband gets back to have that discussion. Why are you putting that responsibility on me? You're trying to file for child support and he's not here. So you're gonna have to wait. Might be 6 months, but what we're gonna do? I mean, and it probably will take that long anyway in court. So good luck.
What's the beginning of this?
It's a meddling. Is it a meddling baby mama? Was it the baby mama? Hold on. My husband just left for deployment. Yes, his baby mama just filed for an increase in child support. So
okay, well then go. So what? If she can get it, then get it. What are you talking about, lady? He got a kid. Take care of him. So what? She was straight.
He's already getting child support.
So it must not be in the court because they agreed on a number. Because when you're in the court, you don't agree on a number. You get what the court tells you to do.
Oh.
But so what?
Well, she's got to go to court.
The new wife better not ever have nothing to come to me about my children and her deployed husband.
Well, I know it also depends. It depends on the state too. but for the most part, well, you said it sounds like she hasn't gone through the court. Because in my mind, I'm thinking she already went through the court and she's trying to file for an increase. I mean, it takes time, so I don't really know. Like, why are you contacting me?
I don't think she contacted her. I think she just
venting on behalf of her husband.
Right.
I think she just needs to file for a restraining order from that lady, from the baby.
They're not gonna grant her a restraining order if she hasn't really done anything. She's just asking for child support, so she's not like threatening her life or her safety. So they're not gonna do that.
Good effing luck. Look, everybody that said good luck in the comments, I'm with y'all.
They probably have experienced it, and they're like, "Yeah, good luck."
that situation. I mean, the wife just had. First of all, he's gone. Deployed, so it's nothing that neither one of them can do at this point. If she decides to take him back and he decides to pay, is nothing that she could do about that either. As far as like accusing her of beating the child and all of that, is really nothing that she can do, because guess what? You are married to this man. He has to spend time with his kid. When the kid comes over, like, you still gonna have to be around. So in this case, sometimes it's just especially because that girl is so petty, sometimes it's just best not to fight fire with fire in certain situations, especially like the level of pettiness and bitterness that the lady has. It's just like, girl, you've already won because you're married to him.
Oh yeah, so chill.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, why even entertain it? If she gonna go to court, let her go to court. Yeah.
Yeah, girl, bad.
I'm with them.
I just say this because at this point, I'm the baby mama. At this point, I was being did the husband. But it takes a lot of money to raise children. And sure, I'm working, but all my like, you need to take your part too as a man, okay? And if you are deployed, you are literally getting a few stacks of some money that's untaxed. And so you got to raise. These kids getting to raise too.
Okay, but baby mama, but did you quit your job and decide to go back full time and put yourself in a financial situation and brag about what did she say? Brag about having a new man. That was crazy.
Eloping with one of his friends.
That was immature.
That was so pointless.
That's immature. But
I agree.
But the wife sounds weak to you, LaTanya?
Because she's writing this.
She's writing it. It's coming from the wife.
Yeah, she wrote this. Like, what can I do? Like, this lady.
This chick is harassing her. So like, she wants her to be uneasy. She's trying to ruin a relationship, and she's still not gonna get it. Still not gonna be with her.
It's like sometimes you really just gotta take you have to show people that you have the upper hand sometimes when it comes to those type of situations.
And I think
I'm not saying I know this from experience or nothing like that.
She just wrote a whole dissertation. Agreed. Yeah, she's feeling some type of way about it, but I mean, I just think that there's nothing you can do anyway. Like, the husband's not there. Let her go to court. Again, I'm with them. Good luck. All right. So Lika, it has rounded itself back to you.
Oh,
would you like a question? Yes, a question, a scenario, or a personal truth?
I'll take a personal truth. No baby mama could ever disturb my peace with this nonsense.
Agree. Okay, you ready, Lika?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Lord. Did your mom call you bitches and or hoes when you were growing up? Well, I'll tell you right now, my was witness, so she did none of those things.
What are our people going through? Okay.
Man, yeah.
Wow. Okay, we're all stunned like the Oscars last night. Okay.
Yeah. I was stunned.
That question is for someone a millennial.
Oh, and you know what? That's probably true. You know what? Because is it okay if I tell your story? Okay, so look, my daughter and I are close. Okay, we're very close, and I mean, I love on her. We greet with hugs and kisses on a regular basis, right? And so she had a best friend. She's a sophomore in high school now. This was like in junior high, maybe 8th grade, 7th grade. I don't remember the year, but anyway. Oh, she said 6th grade. Okay, so anyway, so her and the little girl got along just fine. Maya had befriended her, like one of the first people, because, well, I don't want to say, if I tell why, then it'll kind of reveal who it is. But anyway, so we were riding in the car one day. They're both in the back, doing what preteen girls do, giggling all over the place, right? And the little girl cursed. I'm like, yeah. And she was just kept on talking. I looked at Maya, and Maya's like, you can't do that or whatever, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, so what's going on there? And so I think she told me that her mom called her those words. And I'm like, but I had met her mom. I liked her mom. I'm like, what? Wait, why would she do that? And I thought the little girl was a sweet little girl, intelligent, friendly. Like, I was stunned. So it does happen. And this person was not Black. So I don't want you to think it's just like some ghetto kid. It was not that. So I was disappointed and a little disturbed by that, but it happens. And so, I mean, me and the mom are about the same age as far as I recall. So, I mean, we're not millennial. I don't know. But okay, so my mama never did. just let me put that out there. Yeah.
Person that does it. I mean, I've heard people older than me say things to children in the store, like, I'm about to you up. I'm like,
oh yeah. I'm like,
that face, Latanya.
when I hear it, I be like
that's true, too, but I didn't want to make that assumption.
Kids like in the mornings, bring your mother. I be like,
yikes.
But you know what? Like, going back to the question, I had a friend whose mom used to do that to us. Like, what y'all little hoes going to do? She was different. Oh, it was like nothing. We ain't finna do nothing.
Did your mama know she was calling you that?
Nah, but guess what? My mom back then, she probably that's another story for another.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Did everybody get a chance to answer that?
Oh yeah, no, my mom did not do that.
All right. All right. Latanya. Wait, what she say? I heard it a lot. Oh, from other mothers. Okay. All right. Latanya, it's your turn. Right?
I'll take a personal truth. I never take those.
Okay. They say the body part that you wash in the shower, that you first wash in the shower, says a lot about you. What's yours?
None of your business.
Well, look, wait a minute. I need the answers. First of all, I need the answers to go with this question. So if we tell you
what it's saying about me.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you do have the answers.
Yeah, put it in the comments. What'd you say?
You said you
do you have the answers?
I don't have the answers. I could look it up. I mean, I could Google it, but I just thought it was funny. And I honestly...
I hit the spot first. Whatever that is.
I wash my wrist first.
Come on, y'all.
I wash the dishes.
If I hit the spot first, what do they have to say about me?
Right. I want to know the answers.
Okay, you want me to Google it?
Yeah.
Do we have time? Okay, I think I wash my shoulder. Like I go like here first, and then I go down my arm, neck. I don't really know. Like It's the shower. So like there's water everywhere. Okay, what? Hold
I mean,
on.
I guess I wash my face first. Like,
Okay, let's see. Okay, let me see. What body part do you wash first? Hold on.
I guess I wash my face first. Like, I start with cleanser on my face, and then I go to the body wash. And yeah, I guess I do my shoulder first too. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I do
sorry. Latanya, I think I'm gonna be laughing for a long time. Okay. Let's see.
Like, what do I? Yeah, I go to my shoulder first. If that's what we're talking about. If we're talking about the very, very, very first thing you wash in the shower, I brush my teeth in the shower.
Okay, so of course
you.
it's moving slow. Okay, it says if you wash your face first. Somebody said face.
Yeah.
Somebody said face. It says if you wash your face first, you are basically tending to all the five senses: smell, sight, touch, and hearing. It means you are very concerned about how you are perceived and thus want to take the utmost care of what is noticed first by others, the face. You are always anxious about what others think of you and at times get frustrated and stressed and might feel embarrassed too. It is hard for these people to hear bad things about themselves. Is that true? Who said face?
I feel so seen. I feel so
Okay.
exposed.
Okay. Well, we know what she said. Let me see if that's even on here, Latanya. I see legs and arms. Oh, here you go, Latanya. It says
Okay, what they got to say?
it says if you wash your private parts first, you are probably a very shy person. Are you shy? I'm sorry. You can call yourself an introvert or the one with low self-esteem. What? Are you
That's
still
not
okay? I didn't think so. I'm like, I don't feel like you're shy.
Who wrote this?
Or maybe you're just comfortable with let me go back up to the top. Let me see who wrote this.
Who wrote this? Jada Pinkett? No, I'm just.
I would just rather not go from my neck down. I just want to start bam and then rinse off and then go deal with everything else. Personal.
Yeah.
Reasons.
Yeah.
So,
but it says you're the most genuine person on earth.
I definitely am the most genuine person on earth. But I don't have low self-esteem. I am equally introverted and extroverted. So
okay.
And I've taken like personality tests to prove that.
Okay, cool. What did you say, Dawn?
I said, I guess I'll go for the arm.
Your arm? Okay, let me go back up.
No,
I saw that.
You
You said your wrist. He's wrist.
Wait, yeah, so after that, I do.
Yeah. Okay, it says if you wash your arms or legs first. If you are among those who pay attention to, why does it say feet? That's crazy. It says if you wash your arms or legs first. Okay, it says if you are among those who pay attention to their feet first, you can call yourself a humble and down to earth person. However, there is another side to this. Arms and legs are also the symbols of strength and willpower. Thus, washing them first indicates that you have no fear of expressing your choices. You either hate something or you love it. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes,
all right, so I said shoulders, right? It says if you wash your shoulders and neck first, the most hardworking people often wash their neck and shoulder area first. Shoulders denote burden, and you always want to get rid of the burden of achieving everything with perfection. You are a positive person and a go-getter and always expect the same from others. You are very competitive and want to be a step ahead of everyone else.
Okay. Libra love.
That's I would say 90% accurate. I don't know what's missing, but I don't know. Okay, wow. Yeah, the burden part is so true. But such is life. Okay. That was interesting. That was a personal truth. And Latanya picked that, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Dawn, it's back to you, and you might be the last one.
So what's the wait, did we do
We did one scenario.
Scenario, personal truth, and question.
We did 2 questions, 3 personal truths. Wait, we might have done 3 questions. Let me see. No, I think we did two
3 questions and 2 personal truths in a
and one
scenario.
scenario.
I do a scenario.
All right, T. I am a 32-year-old divorced mother of 2, while my boyfriend, 35, has never been married but has 5 kids and 3 baby mamas.
Ugh.
We've been together close to 3 years now and currently live together with 3 of his kids plus mine. We both work and make decent money. The issue is that my family hasn't wanted to have anything to do with my boyfriend ever since they found out about the different baby mamas. My kids love him so much, and he has been a great father figure for them, especially considering their father has never really been present in their lives. He adores me, and I love him immensely. The issue is that my family expects me to choose between them and him. My mother is against divorce and would prefer I go back to my abusive ex. How can I keep everybody happy?
Wow.
Come on.
Right.
This is rather remedial. Okay.
That's judgy.
I'm not being judgy. Her parents and family is being judgy.
Oh,
she says,
okay.
I love this man immensely. My kids love him.
Mm-hmm.
We are happy. 3 years. We got 3 of his kids, 2 of mine. We got 5 N-words up in his house. Because if you love immensely, you love somebody immensely, you don't, it's going to take you another 15, 16, 25 years to find that. I'm not feeling it. The judgy is the family, the mother.
Okay, I thought you were talking about her.
I don't believe in divorce. So you should have stayed in the death threat trap of your ex-husband. Come on.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's
Boo.
So she said, how can I make everybody happy? So the answer to that is,
you
and you shouldn't be trying to.
Right.
So
you need to make yourself happy. And if you love him, sorry.
Your household. That's how you can make everybody happy. Maintain your household. Because when that household is peace, that's it. You can just feel amazing.
I totally agree. I definitely agree. The man and the woman, if they are on the same page, if they are in agreement and they are in love, like she says, she says she loves him immensely. We're hoping. Well, soon it seems that he loves her immensely by all that he's doing, right? Taking care of her kids and everything. Yeah.
He said he adores me. I love him.
So if that's clear, what other people think really shouldn't matter. I mean, there is nothing more valuable than peace. And so she might have to cut some ties. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, hey, if every time I talk to you, you're going to be complaining about my household and what's going on over here, then maybe we shouldn't talk so often. Maybe we should, you know what I mean? Because why are you so worried about what's going on in my house? If I'm happy, I can see if I'm struggling and every time I come to you, I'm crying or complaining. But if I'm happy, then all of that needs to be on mute.
And I think another thing that's very important is, even though he has like the 3 baby mamas, he has 3 kids living with him. So he's doing something right along the way, even though he made the mistakes. I won't even say mistakes. Even though he has 3 baby mamas, he's still doing right by his kids. And that is the most important thing. The fact that 3 of the kids live with them. Right. And not with their mom, it says a lot about, kind of sort of says it.
Yeah.
That's another story. But yeah. He's doing something. I mean, I would say he's kind of doing something right, or the moms have not been doing the right thing, or he has a really good lawyer to
be able to have custody of all of them.
Have to pay child
support.
Maybe
it took 3 times to get it right. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know how young he started. We don't know where his mindset was.
Yeah,
but
I know this guy who has that many kids, but his pullout game was weak. mean, but he's a really stand-up guy. He makes a ton of money. His household is amazing. But
Look, let me find my closing video.
I would just add one thing to that.
Okay.
For the woman who submitted that scenario, if your mother or any member of your family, regardless of who they are, is more interested in you staying in an abusive relationship for the sake of staying in a marriage and not getting divorced, I think you really need to reevaluate how that person really feels about you. And do they really have your best interest at heart? That's all I'm going to say about that. Everything else, I agree with what y'all are saying. But like, for real. If your mom, yes, real people.
Look, everybody on this panel is too busy to be thinking up this craziness on our own. I shouldn't have said that. I'm so sorry for the person that wrote that. I did not mean to call it craziness. Okay, give me 1 second and I'm going to close. Hold tight. Don't go anywhere. Okay. And of course, our ever so popular Girl Talk channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Aisha Israel. And next week, it's the same old thing. We've got Boss Chicks and Spotlight Experts and Girl Talk channel. Just remember, I want you to